Good afternoon, all of our residents of Wappinger. We just had finished really a wonderful occasion and event where there's still plenty of food here for anybody who would be stopping by. This event was our first ever Small Business of the Month, where we recognized Nino's Deli for that award. Right now, though, I'd like to talk about an expanded perspective of the importance of small businesses to our community. And I'd first like to say that small businesses do matter in the town of Wappinger. It's very important. And when you look at small businesses, what are they? Now, by U.S. requirements, they're a business that has 500 or fewer employees. They actually are about 99% of the U.S. business workforce and half of the working class, because many others are working with government agencies or larger corporations. But in Wappinger, they lie at the core, at the heart of our community. They're very integral to the success of our community. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but especially our hamlets and our village, Wappinger Falls, where many small businesses are located. They range from Hudson Valley Lighting, which does have approximately 150 employees, to Ulster Savings, to Ober Creek Farms, to Nino's Deli. So a whole range of small businesses. And also you heard earlier from Tommy Mosh, he has a small business. Actually, his family has had a number of small businesses throughout the history of our town and have made important contributions, especially along Route 9, but elsewhere throughout the town during the decades that they've been here. So small businesses matter. Remember that as one of our slogans. Why do they matter? Well, first of all, they support our community. If you look at how they support it, maybe it's through Little League sponsorships and donations, charities, local chamber, such as over at Wappinger Falls, police and fire. I found out when we were talking earlier with Nino that they are former firemen. They've been involved in Fishkill, fire, community. Also, Pete, who we interviewed, is a vet. So you look at many of our small businesses consist of former or even current firefighters, policemen, and vets. So they contribute that way. Volunteerism. We see them turn out in great numbers at all of our community events that we sponsor. And I think if you come out to our Community Day, which the slogan is putting the community back into Community Day, to be held during July the 5th, 6th, and 7th out at the junior high, you will see many small businessmen and women out there supporting that event and also selling, their goods, to the community. They're also important. People don't realize that basically a small business are the major backbone to the financial welfare of a community. Why is that? Well, they pay taxes, of course. They pay property tax, also sales tax. And for those of you that have not followed closely the town budget, we receive revenue, income from the sales tax proceeds that are collected from our town, as well as property tax, mortgage tax. The town gets a percentage of that money. More importantly, they provide a source for local employment. Such as Pete, putting him to work and others in the deli. They buy locally. They source much of their product, what they sell, like fresh vegetables, from the local producers. I have found that over the years, over the decades, that small businessmen and women in a community are among the most important innovators. They're entrepreneurs. They help create new businesses and new ideas. And so in this town, they're very important. And last but not least, they provide a mecca in many ways for visitors to our town. Just like as we heard from the two gentlemen earlier in the interview, they were passing through. So in effect, it's a part of tourism, even though they're doing some business here. So without our small businesses, we wouldn't be able to attract any tourists that tend to transit through our town. They'll see a Nino's Deli coming from the train station up Old Hopewell and say, hey, I'm hungry. I'm going to come and buy something there, see how good it is. So this is all about trying to improve the environment for our small businesses and thus our residents in the town. So in conjunction with that, we have initiated a number of program elements, components, as you would say, to this initiative. And this is all part of what I've called, and the board has developed as the WAPInger, that's WAPPINGER initiative, where each letter stands for a different aspect of that initiative. We have, as we've been broadcasting, what we call WAPInger Proud. That's recognizing the businesses within the town of Wappinger, because many people don't realize they're actually in the town of Wappinger. We have 6 zip codes that cover a variety of areas in the town, so some people think they're even in Fishkill, for example. And that's not far from where Tommy has his mama's towing, not down a little bit more from Route 9. We're doing now Small Business of the Month. You will be seeing each month a new small business that's announced as being a major contributor, and hopefully over the years we will come to have more programs, such programs with that. As you've heard before, we are soon to release, I think in mid-May, a couple weeks, a new website. And we're focusing very much on the community and particularly our businesses. So there will be a portal by which you can exchange information, collect information, and learn more about our small businesses. And in addition, we are going to be doing, grab the guide. One of the initiatives that we are going to be also bringing out is in a series. We've started with the Wappinger Town Guide, and this is packed full of information on the town. Well, the next one that we're going to be doing, we've already started planning, is actually a local guide to for small businesses. This doesn't mean it will be just pictures of the businesses, but in fact, useful information on how a business can, get set up, can grow and operate within, the bureaucracy and other areas of the town. So it's going to be a useful working guide, for our small businesses. What this is all really about is creating sustainability for our businesses and lifestyle. It's not about, developing large, new, grandiose developments for housing or businesses. That's not what we're doing. It's really looking at how we can take what we already have, help it survive and grow going forward. So one of the things that we're planning on doing is creating, the name still to be determined, but what I refer to as an ombudsman office within Town Hall. Now, what is an ombudsman? Well, it covers a wide variety of things designed to help, in this case, small businesses and residents get done, whether it's new building, it's other permitting in the town. So we will be looking at some of the things we already do, such as zoning and code enforcement. Also, we're going to be looking at new code or amendments to the code, so code enactment. The information that I talked about and putting in together a new town guide for small businesses, as well as a portal for providing different information on a real-time friendly basis. So this is going to be coming about, so we'll have basically 4 key elements going forward as we look at that. Again, what we want to do is try to fill in the gaps. Some of those gaps relate to many vacant business storefronts and lots, not to go and take a major property such as Cranberry and to develop it with new housing development and traffic congestion, but to take what we already have. Now, that's what we've been trying to do in the last 15 months. That's what my principal goal and mission is, and the board is fully supportive. So filling vacancies, learning how to really help those stores and those businesses further contribute to the sustainability of our local economy. As most of you know, we are predominantly a bedroom community around which many, many small businesses have grown and also survive, and we want to see all of them survive going forward. In that respect, some of you have heard that I've been working with the county executive, Marcus Molinaro, and his team to help attract investment into our area. This is not about developing major tracts of land where we would bring in mammoth new businesses. No. This is looking at some of the vacant lands in other parts of the county, or also, for example, helping bring in new semiconductor business to replace the Global Foundries out in East Fishkill, and a variety of things, that will do that. So we need, inbound help, in a lot of ways. It's just like Hudson Valley Lighting. They came from outside the area. They're now a major small business in our town along Airport Drive, and are hoping to expand, further in that footprint. That's what we want. If communities have some new business investment, most likely we're going to see them turn to the residency here in the town of Wappinger, which is the way it has been for a very long time. So what we're doing is about sustainability, about helping our small businesses grow, to survive and to grow. And therefore, this initiative, which has been really ongoing, but now we're picking up steam, along with others, such as the reopening of the Sports Museum, which happened on Saturday. So I'm excited. We're looking forward to many new initiatives going forward along the lines I've described. So thank you. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for coming out and enjoying the food and other products that our small businesses have, such as Nino's Deli. And please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks a lot, and have a good day.